Hello and welcome back to Speedynet, where we are looking at its marvelous best design of a station that we currently have in the network. Look at the beauty of it, the compactness, the niceness, the epic bridges, and the very nice looking stations. As you can tell, I am a big fan of this layout. However, it's also quite overgrown, and let me tell you, that's not because of overusage. However, we're still in the early phases of setting up this station. In fact, we actually need to still hook up like 2 more iron smelters. So yeah, there is some work that still needs doing. The easiest will be... Wait, wasn't you... Oh yeah, is right over here, which is Grondburn Bridge Ironworks. However, the much more difficult one will be over here, where we have, well, what do you call it? Brewtown Ironworks. You don't produce much, and you are like a light year away. However, even Brewtown Ironworks is gonna get hooked up to One Bay Machine Shop. Yup. Now, before we get to all that, there are a few things like, well, you know, over here we're moving back engineering supplies, but none of it is truly balanced, you know. I don't know if the trains that we currently got supplying the engineering supplies are enough, whether we need more or not, and we're not gonna find out in this video probably, but I am going to do a big pass of balancing everything out, you know, getting the right amount of wagons and trains soon. TM. So there, having laid that out in front of you, we have some work to do. We have a little bit of work to do over here and a lot of work to do over there. Here, however, I have noticed something very, very peculiar. Look at this building. What do you think this is? You know, right in the center, the big building that I'm encircling with the mouse. I mean, to me, it looks like a school, or perhaps one of those factories where they make expensive things, or, you know, something like it, you know. It looks, well, as if there's money to be made there. But it isn't. It is a grain mill. Yep, I know. Now, I thought that grain mills usually were more of like this type, you know, grain mill. But apparently they've upgraded to big factories. Don't ask me how that works, but yeah, that's what happened. I must admit, I like this design a lot more. It's much more space efficient, and I'm pretty sure that even this one tile mill can process just as much as this very expensive looking factory. In any case, I just noticed that, you know, thought it was peculiar, so there we are. Another thing that I now know is that remember last time I was looking for 2 signals I apparently missed and I couldn't find? I now know where they were missing. Look, it was right over here. Thanks to, you know, someone in the comments pointing it out for me. Now we got it addressed at last. I know it was only 2, but, you know, this station, we wouldn't really have noticed until it would kick up production, and then we would have noticed these signals missing as things would start piling up there. So, having said all that, why don't we see that we start moving the 173 tons of metal from this station towards this very, very nice and big station. Now, let us see. We have already policed this town of Pollardfield, so all that we need to do really is just hook it up. So, well, let's build tracks, shall we? Alrighty, well, that wasn't really that difficult to hook up. I did only go with one train here though, cause it's quite close by and the production isn't really, well, it is actually rather high. But I thought that we might be able to manage this with one very long train, and well, if not, we can always add more, of course. But for now, I think that this will suffice. So, with that, we need to set our eyes onto the very distant target of the Brewtown smelting facility over here, which produces an abysmal amount of metal, yet we are going to upgrade this. Ooh, but before we do that, I almost forgot. Before we do that, we also need to set up our supply route for the supplies back, of course. And speaking about which, that is actually going to be a rather difficult task for this smelter. We don't really need the supplies to be delivered towards this forest over here. I mean, that will do fine. What we do need is to deliver the supplies to the iron ore mines that are all the way up there. Yeah, that's gonna be quite a bit of a task. Let us quickly set up a train to do so, and then think about distributing all the stuff. Now we are presented with an interesting choice of what we're gonna use. We could go with like a horse vehicle, or we could go with this truck, which will increase its reliability soon, as we just recently got this. It is almost as fast, but it has a lot more capacity. However, it is slower than all the horses, so they would bog down behind it. So we're still gonna go with the horses, who also have an insane reliability still. Much higher than the flatbed carriage actually, so we'll stick with our horses, but it is definitely worth considering using this. We'll have to see though. For now we're gonna use horses. Right, well, again, you know, the thing about us not really balancing things until a later point in date applies, it's really likely that the one train that we got running the supplies right now won't be enough, but we'll address that at a later point. For now though, the real big challenge is about to begin. Now, what I plan to do is to hook this train line up to these tracks, which already go down all the way over here, and just use them, and then from this point, I'd like to, well, hug the coast basically till over here, and then start sweeping down to this destination. Now for that, we need shoreborne cross to like us. Luckily though, that has a hotel nearby, so that shouldn't be that difficult. And doofingly, that might also be an issue. Yeah, maybe doofingly. Well, actually, if we branch off early enough, you know, using this hill, doofingly should not provide us with any difficulty. So it's only shoreborne cross, because Farnley is covered by the docks, you know, we got that taken care of. And then over here, there's luckily for us no town. And then of course we have Carston docks, or Carston, which is also serviced by docks. So yeah, all that we need to take care of is a Shoreburn cross, and we will do so quickly. Wow, this train track we've just built. I don't know really. I think that this might be one of the tracks that will be well, at a loss for us, at least for the moment, you know. And at a loss, I don't mean like lost, but it won't be turning us a profit right from the start. Maybe it will do later on, but for now it is just more a, well, you know, kind of like I want it, so that's why we have it. Perhaps we can use it to transport passengers at some point. For now, we're just gonna haul the metal and a few supplies back and forth. However, it does hook up this brand new section of the network up with the old and existing one, so if we ever wanted to, we could, you know, hook everything up together. It's all one big piece now of the, well, you know, the organic growth that is our network. You know, it's like it's rooting into the world. Alright, enough of that floaty tree hugging nonsense. Let's get some trains into action before the moss claims our tracks, right? 44 tons. I have no idea what kind of capacity we would need for this, but I'm gonna take it a little bit big, and we're gonna run with one train, but with quite a few wagons behind it, just because the distance is just so freaking far. I also think instead of these we should use a faster train just because of the distance. Now this Atlantic steam here has been gaining reliability rather quick, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna use this in the hopes that this will go up above 90 soon. I mean, it's powerful, it's quick, yes, we want this, and we're gonna run 2 of them. And, well, I don't know really. I kind of also want to test how powerful it is. So we're gonna see if this. Wait, no, that's the wrong one. Oh, we actually, for this, we would. Can we use? No, we cannot use this. Let me see. Maybe it is totally not possible to use this quick locomotive for metal. No, it is, alright. We just need to use these. Right, I'm gonna use 6 of them and see if it is able to just pull them without too much problems, alright? So, there we go. And we'll quickly refit this. Yes. Over there. And then all the way back to the Hyper Mega Station that we got over there. Man, that is a long distance. Really. Also, I kind of want you to go like this. Right, well, that's one train. Now, of course, we do need the supplies also being brought back. So, we'll have that happen by a train with 3 wagons. Yeah, three should be enough. Oh crap. No, those are the wrong ones. We need the express cars, that is. There. 3. Right. And then we need to distribute them quickly, so I'll quickly set up the distribution system, you know, at least the rough base of it, and then afterwards we can focus on the rest of the development of the network, because this isn't just it. We're not just gonna haul metal around and be done with it, oh no. This is part of a much bigger plan, which we'll get to in a moment. Right, well that's that at least sorted. Wow, yeah, this is such a long track. Though I must say that the train is just racing through it, man. Of course it's empty, but still, I mean, it is going at a brisk pace over here. Now, you might have been wondering what I was talking about when I said that everything over here was part of a much bigger plan. Well, the bigger plan is as follows. See, right now we are producing farm supplies and engineering supplies. Not that we really have that much of it lying around here, but we are moving this stuff to and fro. However, the farm supplies are nowhere to be used. At least, that is the current status. We are going to change that. Now, you might be wondering, like, okay, so where are we gonna move those farm supplies? We're not just going to take them to the most obvious place, the farms. No. Instead, what we're gonna do is we're gonna look forward, you know, ahead and think big. If we grab the map over here and we start taking a look at our industries, and then please, you know, yeah, that's much better. I want to take a look at the forests that we have, the sawmills, come on, sawmills, there we are, and the timber yards. Where are they? Timber yards. Right, now we can see that there's quite a few forests around here. I want to start using those farm supplies that we're producing right now for the forests that you see flashing up here. And admittedly, these forests are quite far away, so balancing out the supply lines is going to be a tricky one, to say the least. But I think we can do it. So that is the plan. Now, I think we should start out easy by hooking up all these forests, you know. If you take a look at where the oh. Now that might be an issue. we might not have a suitable sawmill close by. See, it seems like we have more sawmills than forests over here. That's kind of a bummer really, because I had hoped to have a sawmill there. Right, I think this is the closest. No, actually it's not, because we would have to go all the way around. What we could do is use this one. However, if we, because ideally, you know, I'd kind of use like this timber yard over here. If we can see it. Well, I mean, the position in the map is ideal. The position right there in the terrain, how it's situated, less so. How's this one doing? Well, this one ain't too bad, really. It's a bit on a hillside, though, which is kind of a shame. But we could work something out over here, I feel. It's a bit far away, though then again, on the other hand, there is quite a few forests over here. We could also go with one of these, but seeing how there's a big mega station over here already, and I know that we're gonna have to expand this as well at some point, I don't really want to, well, get another big station going over there. So, well, we need to make a choice right now here. I think these forests are gonna hook up to this sawmill. That's pretty much a given. We are then gonna have this transport. Oh man, if we need to transport all that wood all the way over there, that's insane. Now that is really, really insane. What we could do instead. Wait, I haven't. Oh, hello there, extra timber yard. How are you doing? Oh, this is very, very interesting. However, these ones would be miles away. What we could do though is round up all the wood to say like a central sawmill over here, you know, make this like the central sawmill for all our wood production or timber production, and then move all the timber towards this sawmill. I see potential in that, you know. We could even, I think, if we take a look over here what the situation is, that's a tad bit far. What I was thinking was we could even have that be done by water, but this distance is a little bit too big, and besides water is really slow, so we won't do that. But I think that is the way how it's gonna turn out, and we're gonna neglect all the sawmills we have over here, and we're gonna bring all the wood to this central point over here. Well, perhaps over here is better. We'll have to take a look at which one is situated the best. I mean, if we just disable the trees here so I can see the terrain exactly. I mean, you are situated a little bit better, seeing how you are further away from a town. That pretty much, you know, well, has kind of like made the choice for us already. I think what we're gonna have is a simple station that is just like a simple loop. We could also have a duo loop station, where we have one over here for the timber and one for the wood arriving. However, if we do that, let's take a look. Yeah, we could theoretically have pretty much all the wood except for these two forests. Have that arrive from this side using our existing train tracks. We have the infrastructure over here to ferry this wood, you know, to feed that into the sawmill from, like, say, this direction, you know. So from over here it would travel all the way like this. And from down here, we could just use the existing tracks here and also have that come down there, you know, and have that merge up here. That could work very, very well, in fact. These forests over here, we would just have to make it go like that, you know, just in a small, well, mirrored C shape, you know, like this. Yeah, I see potential in the plan. The only thing I'm really worried about is the amount of traffic we're gonna get for these long distance hauls that we're gonna have to do. Just to give you an idea of how long the distance is. Now this is where the forests are. They'd have to travel all the way over here. And then actually, I mean, they'd have to travel, you know, we'd have to make a bypass around the roundabout, which would probably be something like a track like this, because I don't feel like leading the traffic over the roundabout itself. I feel that the only traffic we should have over here is the traffic using the actual roundabout. So then it would go all the way over here, over here, over here, over here. And then we would be... Wait, where? I might have missed. So, oh yeah, no, we would have to then... We'd have probably bend off over here. Yeah, that would be the best. So, actually, it is really far away. It is perhaps a tad bit too far away. We're gonna see some heavy traffic, but if we do it right, we could also see big rewards. The other alternative, because this is one way, you know, to centralize everything. The other alternative would be to use sawmills locally and then bring all the lumber, you know, all the timber from them towards one centralized timber yard. There is also something to be said for that solution, to be honest. Though, I mean, we could say we go for like this timber yard. We would then have to make the goods travel all the way up there, and then it would be... I don't know really. I think the centralized timber yard, the centralized sawmill and centralized timber yard are the way to go. So, well, having decided that, let's take a look at the area surrounding, you know, what is now Serene. And, well, let's see. Shoehatten has a docks, as has Lundborn, so they are already well into our, well, influence, you know. We can do whatever here, and even if they hate us at a certain point, we will become friends all in good time. Over here though, these three towns, I guess they need some maritime connecting. We have a hotel there, so there's probably profit to be had here. Right, let's do that first. Let's appease the authorities over here. And then we will start with the very long haul of wood. And I mean, it's pretty much a given that we would seriously need to revise our tracks here. It's very likely that we're gonna have 2-lane tracks all the way over here. But for now, we are first going to please here, and then we're gonna set up a station, and then we are gonna see how we're gonna get the wood there. So, let's get started, shall we? We have a slight issue over here. I might have forgotten that we cannot build above the clay pit, so, well, I guess the only real alternative that we got here is to go below it. Derp! Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, look at this. We got ourselves the sawmill operational. At least, for now, it is, well, just barely operational. I did go for the really close by forests rather than the far, far, far away ones, just so that we have at least something running over here. And, yeah. It is pretty safe to say that I might have given this a little bit too much capacity for what is needed. However, this is all with the future growth in mind, because these forests, we are gonna supply them with farm supplies that we produce over here. However, as of right now, that isn't gonna happen. But this is the start. Now, as far as all the other forests go, we just grabbed like the four closest by. There is also another one over here. Ideally, I'd have that transfer, well, to an existing station, because to build another station like over here, I think that would be a little bit too much of it. Best way would be to have this station transport its goods all the way over there, but that is quite a long haul for road vehicles, right? Also, you might have noticed that we're now using steam vehicles over here, and that's just because, well, you know, why not? I mean, they are better, you know, they're only a hairpin slower than the best horse carriage, but they can carry so much more that this is, you know, real profits. So from now on, you will see more of these snail pace crawling steam trucks. I mean, to be honest, steam trucks, I'm sure they've existed at some point, but yeah, not for long, and I can't wait till we get the better upgrades. I know it's gonna take a while, but in any case, this forest, huh? The closest station is over here, but if we were to transfer the wood from over here, we would have to do some serious track reworks, as well, we would have to make a track that goes like this, and we'd have to make a track that goes like this. That's rather tight, let me tell you. Really, really, really tight. It's not impossible, but I think it's best. Well, actually, hold on a second. We could extend this bridge a little, and perhaps have this be curved a little bit wider, and then... No, no, that's making a mess of an otherwise very smooth track system. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the long approach here, and we're gonna move the wood over to Mewwood Woods. Yeah, I know, it's not the best. Also, one thing, and I forgot to mention this, but look at this, we're filthy rich. We got 100 million euros in the year 1903. Now, one thing I'm not really happy about is the following. We are supposed to have a few more trains by now, because if I'm not mistaken, we should have a few more trains from another train set. And for some reason that ain't kicking in, so we're gonna take a quick gander at the... Yeah, look, see? This is the one that we have right now. This is the one that should start kicking in right about now, really. That's odd. I don't know why it isn't doing that, but I'm sure that, you know, in the coming years we'll get those trains, and if not, I'll have a look into why it isn't kicking in exactly, and, well, you know, I'll report back on my findings. For now, let's quickly set up the wood transfer to this station, and, we'll be right back. Right, so we got that sorted. Well, the terrain thing is rather disturbing to me. However, the state of things currently is that we got a very nice thing going here with our wood transportation, and that is only the forests that are really close by. I mean, look, there are other forests here also very close by. Yeah, we're gonna have an insane amount of wood production, let me tell you that. But you know, the further development of this and the whole balancing pass that we're gonna have to make is something that I will do after this video has ended. So when we come back, we should see a hell of a lot more trains. Whoa, 152 only? Wow, that's not a lot. In any case, what we should see over here, oh my good freaking, what? Gung-Ho quadruple, and there's only 47 tons waiting there, so that's like into overdrive. This has double. Whoa. In any case, this stuff is what I'll be doing more of in the next, in between videos. So when we come back, we will have a lot more trains running about over here. We will have a lot more metal being turned into supplies, and we should have a heck of a lot more money and answers to where our missing trains are. Well, at least none of them are missing. It's just that we don't have them available. So, I'll guess I'll see you next time. Till then, ciao, bye.